the hookup. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Back to throw, here's Stroud. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets us from inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From his own end zone now, it's Murray. And going deep for Hill. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football and try and take your shot and get him the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So they bring out their punter. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Get it! Lions! 19 Lions!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. There's a short one taken in by Otten. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he gets it down to the 32. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Bronco 80.
Again, it's Pacheco. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Ready?
This 2nd and 4.
Ready.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
79 Bronco. Ready.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another tote for Etienne. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 15 and a first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 5. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. Handoff running left is Etienne. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So a 4-point game here as we get set to resume action in this third quarter of play. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check smash, check smash. Panther 11, Panther 11. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Let's go.
Now Stroud. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Green, green, green.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And some room to run now. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 77 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10, as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll go again with Etienne. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Etienne up the middle. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Going quickly out to the right side. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. They'll try the left side with Etienne. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Travis Etienne, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. 3rd and 1. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Stroud off the play fake. He finds his man complete. That's back. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff now for Pacheco. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And it's caught. Touchdown.
score.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
But on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Murray now. They're going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Murray going to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A handoff for Etienne. Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Etienne once more.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over
yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Here's a give to Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And now Murray's going to set up to throw.
He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Etienne not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Three tight ends up front here. 3rd and goal.
Now Murray. He'll buy some time right. Touchdown!
Kylen Granson
From 6 yards away.
And the Snowhawks are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
They intercept Stroud again, the third time in this game. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll start on the ground. Etienne. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Here's Etienne. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 139 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs them up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on third down. A shotgun snap, and again to Etienne. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. That will be their third and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete to Otten.
Complete to Cade Otten. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 43-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
Here we go.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Mustang 19. Ready.
Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco to the 36-yard line. Stop there. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Warriors 70.
4 yards on the pickup.
Here's Stroud.
At the 36-yard
He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Dragon 60.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Stroud to throw it.
This will be caught at about the 5. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Dragons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
They're probably about one big play from getting into field goal range. I'd go with a two-deep coverage, make sure my safeties are back to cover all of the field deep.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for our visitors,
they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule.
And they will head back home next week.
Meanwhile, for Tokyo,
they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.